can see lots of you already, so let me just grab my iPad. Just need to make sure a few links and stuff are all going out. I'm going to drop the links in here in a minute. Hi everybody. Can you see? He literally just wanted to go in the window again just before I'm about to go live, so I just had to move the chair around so we can sit and look in the garden, honestly. Hi Lynn, hi Amanda. Right, okay, let me just refresh the website and let's just see. Yes, okay, product is on, which is great. So let me just grab that link and I'm going to drop that in the chat and then I can start giving you the codes and all of that fun stuff. So just wanted to just check that this was all gonna work. Let me just come out, go onto the live, and then I can grab, there's the live here so I can see the chat a bit better. Hi everybody. Oh, there's so many of you in. I will go back in a second. I'm just gonna drop this link in. Hopefully it will all run smoothly. There are some guys in the background as well at head office, just checking everything as well. So, right, let me just punch this in. He's made an appearance. We're all saying hello to you. Yeah, you little demanding dog. I was trying to do my work this morning and you wanted in, and now you want to be in the video here. Right, that one there should all work. Okay, so the products are live. Okay, so I'm going to keep it this way for a minute, and then I'm going to flip it around, and then we can do all of the demos and I can show you everything. But we are launching today. Right, let's close that down. Okay, so oh, hang on a minute. Let me just check. There's just a message that's just come up. I'll just keep that up for a minute. I think. Let me just double check. Yeah, okay, brilliant. Yeah, hi everybody. So today is the launch of my, I think this might be the last mini collection. And what we meant by mini collection is we would bring back a mechanism or maybe a style or a paper pad or things that you might have seen in the past and revamp them a little bit and relaunch them. But we're kind of changing things going forward. We're trying to bring more newness, but also some of the classics back mixed in with the newness. So not so much these mini collections, but more full collections. So today is, I think, the last one, and then the rest are going to be all brand new things. So that's quite exciting. So this is called It's All Fun and Games. So we've got a mix of 3 stamp and die sets, and then you've got the brand new paper pad, and we've brought it back kind of with the 5x7 flip and see. So I'm just going to go through all this because I've got it on my screen. So flip and see, the die set, 5x7. So this one here. Again, I'll repeat all this in a minute, but I'd rather do this face to face. So this set here is currently on sale at £16.19p, but you can receive 10% off this using my code SAM10. Okay, so that's one of your first codes. Now you can use that code on anything. There's also loads of really good offers and price drops on loads of Made to Surprise as well. So enjoy that 10% if you just want to treat yourself to a couple of bits. But this is a lovely set. I've got some wonderful samples. I've just seen Gemma in the chat there. She's done some really nice samples as well. Then if you purchase 2 or more of the brand new bumper die sets, these have loads of dies in them. So you've got 29 dies, 35 dies and 37 dies. There is loads in this. So if you buy 2 of these or more, you will receive 15% off using my code FUN10 and FUN15. Okay, so you got FUN15 if you buy 2 or more of this, or you can use my code SAM10 if you just want to buy one of these and maybe something else. Paper pad, I think with the 10% off worked out at £10.79, so there's a nice little bargain there. And then I know we're excited. If you've not seen me sneak and show you this when I was at head office, then it's going to be a nice surprise. But here is my very first card pack. And it's the colours that lots of you like. It's the quality that we love. We have been blown away by this cardstock. We absolutely love it. So I'm very excited and happy to have this. Don't worry, Sandra, I'll be dropping the codes in again in a minute and I'm going to put them in the chat as well. Yeah, so this is the lovely cardstock. It's colour core. It folds beautifully. And I'm hoping, because I'm not going to say who she is because she works at head office, but I think she might still be in the chat. But we want more of this. So the plan, or my plans, my kind of vision is that we have pink tones in a pack. We have your red tones. We maybe do an autumnal pack. We can do a pastel pack. We could do glitter card, holographic card, a white card. There's just so much I want to do with this, and I know we want navy and teal. Like I said, I'm going to go through the swatches, and hopefully this is the start of a lovely big range of cardstock to sit with Made to Surprise, because I think we need it now. We've been here 5 years, so I think it's about time we have a wonderful card pack. So this card pack you can get today. Let me just again check my little list here. So it's £13.99, 44 sheets of 230 GSM, but it does feel thicker, I think, because it's got that smooth, it just feels lovely quality. It's exactly the same as what a lot of you know. Yes, do it. So it's £13.99, but you'll get 10% off. So you can, yeah, £12.59 roughly, something like that. Okay, so I think that's really good for 44 sheets. You've got loads of lovely colours there to get you started, and I've used a lot of these colours in the samples today. So again, I'll mention the codes today. If you, sorry, while I've got the camera this way, if you buy 2 or more of these brand new bumper packs, you'll get 15% off. You just need to use the code FUN15. But if you want to just buy a few individual bits, maybe you just want this and maybe the paper pad or just the card pack, then you can use my code SAM10. But there's also loads of other reductions on my products as well. So have a little shop through, because you might see some things that you think, oh, actually, I'm going to enjoy my 10% and get that. So there's loads on there. The link that I've pinned will take you to my homepage and you'll see everything there. And then if you just scroll down a bit further, you'll see all of the other wonderful bits that are on there as well. Is everybody okay with that before I drop the codes in the chat as well? But any questions whilst I'm just here? Yes, do it. Oh, so many of you here. Hey, Gemma. Happy about this. I knew, yeah, we need cardstock, don't we? We just need it. So we've ordered a nice amount, but there's not loads yet because it's a trial. So if that goes today, don't be disheartened, because it just means that I can then badger my buyer and be like, right, we need more. And we can turn this around quickly because the cardstock's made in the UK. So again, that's really nice as well. So we can do that very fast. Once I get the swatches as well, then we can hopefully see some more of this on the website. Hi Sam. Hey Julia. Card makers need card. We do, don't we? It's our bread and butter. Right, let me pop this here. I'm just going to pop that back on charge and then flip the camera, and then I'll be able to you know, do all the other bits that I do. So let me just, I'm going to go on my stool. You're seeing all the behind the scenes now, just so I can then flip you around and pop you in here so you can see everything going on. And then you can see my floor's nice and tidy after my mammoth die cutting session. Hopefully that wasn't too bad for you, but this is how we do it here. I'm very basic, but not in my card making anyway, hopefully. Okay, so we need the pinks pack. We do, yeah, definitely, Gemma. We need pinks. Right, let me just double check, because there's lots of you asking questions there. And I just want to drop in the 2 codes, and we'll just keep mentioning them throughout. So you've got code, where are we? Code FUN15 and SAM10. So you have a choice of what you want to use depending on what you want to buy. Okay, so I've dropped them in there. People can go back. I'm sure lots of you will help if anybody else asks as well, and I'll just keep mentioning it throughout the live. But yeah, we should all be good now. So yeah, products pinned, so you can go and have a little look there. No, so you've got to choose whether you want to just use the 15 on these ones here, because these are your big pieces, these are your costly bits. So that's where you'll get your best saving if you buy 2 or more, and then the 10% is across everything else. But that does work on top of discount. So this is already in the sale, you get your 10% on top of that as well. How does the white compare to the Craft UK? Well, I've not got any Craft UK left, but it's a nice, it's a proper white. It's hard to really, it's white. This is a piece of it here. It's white. Gemma, have you got a pack? I was meant to message you and ask actually, because I need to get a pack sent out to you. I'm not sure if you were sent one anyway with the last, you know, lot of samples that were sent out to you. So let me know. I mean, you could, Louise, but then you've got your postage, so it depends what you want to, yeah. actually thinking about that. Yeah, I don't know. You have to have a little play around with it, because again, I'm live as it's all gone live, so that's the only thing that's a little bit different my end, is I'm not able to go and physically kind of play around myself just to see what are the best options there are. But I know that we've got one code for this product here, buy 2 or more, and then we've got the 10%. Is the In the Garden set new or the same as the one? So I'm going to talk through them all now so you can really see and understand what this is all about. So we'll start off first of all with the paper pack. So this is the new It's All Fun and Games 8x8 paper pack, 4 each of 6 designs, 190 GSM, standard paper pack format from me. And then we try to just give you a mix really. So you've got your presents, you've got the burst there, you've got the balloons, you've got all the different kind of casino icons, you've got all your different suits of your playing cards, and then you've got the falling cards there. And I'll just show you that close up. So here's this one here. So you've got your one-arm bandit, you've got your roulette, you've got your dice, all the chips, cards, and then you've got the presents, the balloons, there's the falling cards, you've got their suits. Oh, did I do that one again? Oh no, did we do that one? No, there's the burst. Oh, and then we have doubled up again. Where's the other one gone? I must have just put the few spares at the back. But what I've done is you kind of got pairs that you can match together. So for example, the presents go really nice with the balloons, and then you got your falling cards go really nice with the spray there. So those two work nicely together. But also you can use this one here with these, it's all the same colours, and this one goes with this one. Okay, so you've got a nice mix there as well. I've just ordered the casino set one. It had to be better to find it. It is nice. I'm going to show you all the dies in detail so you can see exactly what you're getting. So yeah, so it's a full-size stamp set, and like I said, loads of dies. So it's something we've done a bit different. I don't know whether we always do it this way. Again, it's just to see what you guys think. We always go by your feedback and the sales, so it will all vary. Right, let's move that because we've seen that one. So I'm going to use a couple of the colours today in the demos, but that is my new paper pack and I'm so happy with it. Super pleased with that. All right, let's pop that over there. I'll show it again as well towards the end because I know there'll be other people joining. Thank you so much to everybody that's in the chat. Okay, so this is the Flip and See. So we brought this out, gosh, don't even know how long ago it was now. Was it with the, I can't even, what did we launch this with? I say we because you lot are all part of it. Anybody remember what this was launched with? The Flip and See, because we had the triple one and then we had this one. This one here has your big panel and it goes on a 5x7, but you can put it on a bigger card as well. 8 dies. Like I said, it's currently on sale at £16.19 because it was a part of a obviously past collection, and then we just topped it up a little bit. So there's a little bit of stock, but not masses. So again, it's just to kind of top up anybody that might have just found my brand now or didn't want it then, but maybe, you know, they do now. Farm animals. Ah, yes, that's right. Yeah, I can picture all the heads and everything now. And yeah, so £16.19 and you get your 10% off. Just use my code SAM10. So that makes that a bargain, and it's a really nice one. It was the animals, yeah. No, it was, you're right. And then these are the new sets. So In the Garden, With a Little Luck, and Hurrah. Now these are a kind of revamp of the stamps and dies that I launched in the Twist and Pop collection, which was my second collection. So it's 5 years ago. I launched that in probably around this month, 5 years ago, because I launched Made to Surprise in the May. So June or July, Twist and Pop would have come out. So 5 years ago, we launched these. And what I've done is just kind of kept the popular elements in them, and we've separated them from the Twist and Pop mechanisms. So some of you might have those mechanisms. You will have a lot of these, but there will be a few bits you don't have. But there was a lot of people that didn't want to buy the mechanism, but they just wanted these dies, for example. So you have these just solely. So these will work on any cards that you have, you know, away from the Twist and Pop. Any weird noises you hear isn't me, it's the dog behind me. Because he is, yeah, he's now chilling in the sunshine. So for example, let's take this one out here. So there is the stamp set. So again, it's kind of just been rejigged a little bit. So we've got the lovely butterflies because they were so popular. People really like them. The little kind of these are just nice background pieces. You got your grass there, and then the picket fence, the plant, or the flower, sorry. But then I've added sentiments. Sometimes I'll wet my plants, which my mum thinks is hilarious because she can relate to that. Gardeners know all the dirt. Bees and butterflies all welcome, so that's one that was in the old set. Gardener forever, housework whenever. Just because, be happy, and gardening is my therapy. Like I said, just kind of updated it a little bit. And then this is the die set. So there's a lot of images here that are the same as before. So like the flowers, just nice big bold flowers. You've got the birds there, the snail. But we have finally given Colin a friend, or his mum and dad have come to join us now. So this is Colin the caterpillar, who we've named for years now. But now he has a friend. He's a little bit bigger, so like big brother, big sister, just quite cute and fun really. We've supersized the grass here, so this is just a really nice, again, like I said, all-rounder. You can use this on so many of your cards. We've we've added a lawnmower, which I love. I'll show you the dies of all these in a minute. Then you've got a slightly different fork, but you've also got your rake there as well. You've got your Wellington boots. You've got the picket fence, the hose I think is really cool as well. You used Colin on the card yesterday, did you, Benita? Excuse me, that was my stomach then. You've got your chair here, you've got plants, you've got some shears, you've got your bee trails, your wheelbarrow, spade. We've got a new flower there, which is nice, ladybug. You've got your watering can, and these don't do so much of the embossed detail, they actually die cut, so you can paper piece these more than you could the original set as well, so that's a little bit different. Hey Sue, yay, so pleased I found you live. I'm watching you from Romania. Wow, thank you so much for joining. Whilst my husband is racing in the Red Bull Romaniacs motorbike race, I'm writing for him. Oh, you're waiting for him. Sorry, I'm reading this from a distance and I do need to wear glasses. I'm waiting for him to finish, so may leave partway through. No problem. Thank you for joining. I hope you have a nice time. I always use Colin on all my gardening cards. So yeah, so like I said, you've got loads of dies, double-sided there. I'll put them on my magnetic sheet so they're all together. Then, oh, actually, let me show you how they look. So this is my tray. I've got all my dies here. You can see next week I think next week you'll be able to see a different video with each set, and I show you how to build the dies. So I've done a video dedicated to this set, this one, and this one. I will film, well, I have filmed 2 of the Flip and See, but I already have a ton of tutorials showing you how to use the Flip and See as well. So you don't need to worry, you know, so much on the new ones if you've got the old ones as reference, but I have got a couple of the new ones anyway. No, you've got to choose which code you want to use, Anna. I don't think you can double up the codes. I'm sure they said we've not got the option to put the 2 codes in. So I'm watching from Tamworth, New South Wales. Oh, I didn't know we had a Tamworth in New South Wales. Hi everyone. Matching with the other guy. Oh, I love, I can see it mixed. Yeah, I mean, that is the nice thing, and they are slightly different sizes as well. So yeah, I think it all works. Everything always works well together, because I think about that when I'm designing it all and telling Sarah, you know, how I want it and what sizes and stuff. But again, you can just see here, so this is using the green card from the card pack, and then I've just added a little bit of ink to it, but just gives you an idea of how big that is. The tree here, or the shrub, the bush, whatever you want to call it. You can die cut the centre pieces, whereas before they were just embossed. So a bit more user friendly, I would say. I've got the hose twisted around this. Let's go that way. Well, let's just show you another one. So, and I've just popped them on some foam, so they could be apples if you wanted to, flowers, do them in the same green colour. Here's the hose, because it is fun. I think it's really cute. Again, I've just put the little silver nozzle on it there. You've got your wheelbarrows, and I've done multiple, so I've got all these ready now for all the different cards that I'm going to make. You see those ones. I've just stuck with a theme of colours that work for me. You've got your little bees, you've got your fork there. They're nice size pieces, you know, these are more statement, they're not tiny, these are nice big dies, which are really going to stand out on your cards. You've got your picket fence, you've got the chair there, you've got your plants here which go in, so these ones go in the plant pot. So this plant pot here, you can have it on its own like that, but if you just pop it in there, then you've got it in your plant pot as well. If you want to create something like that, you've got the different bees, which are really cute, paper piece together. I love paper piecing. And as I always say, when you get any of these sets, whether they're mine or, you know, from wherever, just spend an afternoon actually die cutting them and building them all up and have them ready like this. And it just, I don't know, it's just quite nice, quite therapeutic. And then you've got the rake there. There's the watering can. So there's the watering can. Like I said, you can paper piece it. The lawnmower. Love the lawnmower. When would I have ever thought I'd say that in my life? I love a lawnmower. I just think it's really cute. I mean, look at the detail with all the paper piecing on that. I've just thought of a great giveaway, Sam. A tray of coloured. Oh yeah, no. Yeah, that would be good, wouldn't it? So yeah, look how cute. I mean, sweet lawnmower, isn't it? But there's just so much in here. There is loads. Where's Colin? Let's find Colin and his mate. That's our big brother, and there's Colin. I just brought him back again. You'll see him on some of the samples in a minute, but there's a reference to size. That's the original Colin, and there's our super size. I need to go and check which ones of the originals I have. The garden is currently in the lead. Oh, really? So yeah, just lots of fun bits there to create. I think something, you know, there's elements you can pull out. You could just use all the flowers on a card. You could go full out, mix these with the garden set from the 3D display, mix it with your gnomes as well. And you've got, if you've got all of my collections and all of my ranges, then having all the garden stuff together, you'll have a real nice variety, because there's so much, and I try not to duplicate things, and if I do something, I try and change the size or the shape of it, so everything's a little bit different. So hopefully, yeah, we will do some fun mix and matches on a Friday, and we can bring, you know, all these together, which would be nice. There's your little shears there as well, which are really cute. I love the caterpillars, they're a great reason to not just for Colin. Jam packed, but yeah, so there's loads in them. Like I said, they are, we've done them a little bit differently just to see if it's, you know, something people like. It's nice to be able to trial things, and yeah, it's been a while, so bring them back but add a bit more as well. So that is your in the garden. And then my demos aren't too long, like the flip and see, it is quite a quick style to put together. I've got 2 of them kind of already cut, but I can spend a bit more time talking through all this as well before we get going. So next, with a little luck, and again, let's just show you everything that's in here. Now I know what to do with all the scrap cardstock going to spend. Do you know what? I got down all of my white cardstock, reduced down really low now. And just all of it's just dropped down a little bit. It's quite nice. So yeah, if you've got lots of scraps, it's a good way to get rid of them. Okay, so here we have with a little luck, sorry. So this is your stamp set. Let me just grab a piece of cardstock. There we go. So you've got your cards there. So you've got the Queen of Hearts, King of Diamonds, Ace of Spades, sorry, and the Joker of Spades. Then you've got your sentiments, you are something magical, which was an original one. Then you've got the new one, a full house, it must be your birthday. Have a wonderful day, little play on that one. Winner, life is a gamble, so roll the dice. Make all your wishes come true. Surprise, that's an original one. Have a magical birthday is another one. And then this is how I roll. So again, nice one. Then you've got all these little fillers, you've got the dice there as well. And then this is your die set. So there's some really fun ones on here. I haven't put them all. Where's my... I've got a load of them still on a tray. Why did I not put them back? Oh, I've got my big yay. There are more. Well, you can see them all on there. Oh, that's annoying. Where have I put them? Again, I have tidied. I'll put them in a pile somewhere. Oh no, the yay, sorry, is on that one. Oh no, it's on that. I'm getting them mixed up, sorry. No, that is everything. Yeah, 35 dies. So you can see you've got your bingo card, which is really cute, which I love. There's the other one of it. Again, who would have known I would have got so excited over a bingo card. Oh, there's the other one. I've done a few, but one of them I've just kept plain, 2 of them, and then another one I've actually wrote the numbers on. Look, the cute little bingo cards. They're so sweet. Love those. What else we've got that's fun? Oh, they're the roulette wheel. So you got your background, and then that one. That background works with the casino chip, but also can back the magic ball there as well. again, I've got a video dedicated to this so you can see exactly how it's all put together. And then you've got this one. So the original of this one was bigger, so we've got a slightly smaller one. So again, if you want to add these, in fact, let me get those out. Let me get the twist and pop just so you can see a comparison of some of them, because some of you are asking. Like I said, I've tried to oh, where's the other one? Did my mum? Oh, I think mum's got the birthday, no, not the birthday, the garden one. But that's fine because we've done the garden one anyway. So here's the magic one. So this is, again, very old set. So there was the dies, and then where's the others? All here. So this was a slightly different one. So this is the original, but this is the newer one. So again, slightly different size. So again, if you do have both, then you know they are a bit different. There's the one there, and then you've got your smaller one, but again together they would look quite nice. Got that one there, but this one was stencil detail, that one now die cuts. The bunnies and the rabbits not too the same. Yeah, they're the same. And then the rest you don't obviously have. Oh, that one, I've got that one there. Yeah, that's the same, but again that die cuts, whereas that embossed. Don't want to get them confused. So they are different, same but different. Back in there, I'll go through that one in a minute. You've got your jackpot, which again I think is really nice. You've got all of your chips here. I said in my launch video that's gone out now, I've got a friend who has his mates around and he's got all the kit and they do this all for fun. He'd love a card with all this on. If you've got any like James Bond fans or people that like to go on cruises, you know, I think these are good as well. Because you know, I'm aware some people are like, oh, you're advertising gambling. No, because not everybody does it for money, and a lot of people just like the aesthetic and the whole glitz and glam of Vegas and things like that as well. So, you know, hopefully you'll see past that. And there's the magic element to this as well. So you've got quite a few bits. You've got your cards here, which I like to fan out. Oh, I love the money. There's the money one. There's the money. There's your little bag of money, which I think is really good as well. Oh, I've put some acetate behind the magic ball there. The diamond is lovely as well. See how that one looks. There's the other cards. Just look nice. Like kind of fanning them out. Like so. You've got some masks in there. You've got your tower of chips as well. You've got your gold bar. You've got keys, the wand. So there's the other playing cards. You've got your magic gloves. The dove. So the rabbit. There's so many bits. Well, there's the lucky. The dice are nice as well because they just emboss the detail, so you don't need to, whereas before it was a stencil. I'll just try and get one out with my nails. Oh goodness, struggling a bit here. Can you see that's just die cut and just pushed into the cardstock? There's no inking or anything with it, so hopefully, don't think that's focusing. It's a bit small. Don't forget to throw the creative stamp in your basket if you. Oh yeah, yes, yeah. You can. In fact, I wonder if that would. You could get your 10% off that. I don't know. Could be worth a try. And then yeah, like all the little elements as well. These are all like die cut from this part. So there's loads there. But you can really stack them up. Like these would look good on the top of a gift box, or I don't know. I love them when they're proper, like from just being a die to making nice, like almost, you know, chipboard ephemera kind of pieces. I just think they're a lot more usable. So loads in that one. Put that all back in. Again, sorry for any questions I might be missing while I go through this, because once I've shown you all the samples, I'll bring my iPad so it's right in front of me. It's slightly off to the left at the moment. Yeah, it is a nice one, isn't it, Gemma? Can't wait to see your videos on how to assemble all the wonderful bits. Yes, so they're going to start going out. I think the first one will go out. I tried to time it so that they're kind of ready for when you guys. I'll probably have it going out on Monday. So yeah, you've got that to look forward to. And then this one here, which is Hurrah. So it's, again, slight change with this one because the stamp set, let me show you the original. I've got the original one in here still. Well, I know I've got it, it's just whether I put it in the right place. Because, so there's the original, that's magic, it was. But the Queen was spades, not hearts. You can see a couple of them there. And then, what would this have been under birthday? Mixed occasion. I just want to show you, because I know, like, those of you that have got it, it's nice to see them side by side. No, that's sentiments. Where's my birthday ones? Birthdays. The biggest pack. I'm going to need new tubs soon. These are starting to get quite full. Oh, there we go. So that was the original one. So what I've changed with this one is, rather than colouring these in, they're now block. So that means you can just stamp them, you know, in black or in any of your coloured inks, and they're done. They're relatively easy to fussy cut as well if you needed to. What else did we take? We've taken that one and that one. These little images, see there, and then that's it. Everything else is different. So like I said, same but different. So hopefully it is some newness as well. It's all the same whether you're US or UK so now. It's all the same website. There isn't, we've not done a full bundle. You've got codes, discount codes. So if you buy 2 or more of the new stamp and die sets, you can use the code FUN15, and that'll give you 15% off. Or you can use 10% off if you just want to buy a couple of little bits and bobs. But there's also sale as well, so you can use 10% on top of that. There's a few other ways. Yeah, hit the thumbs up. Hey Simone, sorry if I missed you. Okay, so I said in the launch video, this is probably my favourite just because of this one sentiment, and that's this one here. This card is chipped. If you throw it in the bin, I will be alerted. And I said I can imagine Liam Neeson in the voice of Liam Neeson. I say that in my video. It's just a bit of fun. It's, you know, people can throw things in the bin. If you've been watching me for a long time, you know my views on that. I do this to enjoy it. What people choose to do with their cards after is up to them. I don't need to know. But as a little bit of fun, I think that one is brilliant. Then I've got, I know I missed your birthday, but is there any cake left? Age is just a number, in your case a very big number. Sip sip hooray, no longer old, you're now collectible. Celebrate, wishing you a big slice of happiness and happy birthday. So yeah, nice stamp set there. Love the chip sentiment. It's a good one, isn't it? And then these are all your dies. So again, there's some new and some old. If I bring in the birthday one here, so this was the old set. Okay, so we have, let's have a little look here. So yeah, just that side. So we've got the yay, which I love, and that will give you these individual letters. Oh, I've got one with the, let's get the right ones. They're on the shiny cardstock. There we go. So you've got your yay, so you can position that however you want. Then one of my favourite additions to this is the hands. So from the Celebrate Summer, we've got the hand with the beer and the hand with the wine as a stamp, but now you've got them as a die. So there is an example of how those look. They look like bones. Look like bones? What look like bones? What look like bones? These bones. Do they? Hey Helen, I've been looking for the gardening candle stamps for ages. I brought all of it. I hope you enjoy it all, Louise. They're good forever stamps. Things like these kind of stamps and dies that I brought out don't die. Don't age. You know, they're kind of like a forever kind of theme. But I love these. The yay word. Do you think? Oh, I can't see it. Bones. Okay, whatever. Then you've got the bunting, which is here. Nice big bunting there. I've done a few different colours. There's the other ones. You'll see them on the samples, I'm sure. Yeah, I've got yellow and green there as well. So there's your bunting. But they look nice, those colours all together. So again, just fill your card with a load of bunting would look really nice. Then you've got your exploding bottle here. So So that was the bigger one, which was just embossed detail, but this one obviously die cuts. But again, if you've got the two, how nice do they look on a card? Two different sizes. So again, nice to have that different element. Then we've got, what else did I like in this set? Oh, the handbag, or I'm sorry, the gift bag. So you've got your gift bag here. Again, I've done it in all different colours. You've got that little one there. You've got your cupcake and the cake here, which look really nice when they're paper piece. So there's your cake. Ooh. And then here's your cupcake. I love these. You know, you picture all these bits together. They just look really cool. And then what else have we got here? Got the balloons. You've got your nice big balloons again. I think they're the same. Yeah, same size, that one. And then your swirls. The swirls are really nice. Good, like exploding out of a box or something. Got all your different ones that I've cut down there. The presents. Got that one. Again, I've done loads of them. They're all at the bottom. There's so many bits in there. Probably all going to tangle them up now. There's another one with a hand, with a Guinness. There's more of the presents. A few different ways you can paper piece that. You can keep them. I quite like that all kind of open, so it look more like the ribbon. You've got your rocket. Then you've got your party hats. Again, I've done all different colours. Your crackers, the rocket. You've got your cake. I've done a rainbow cake. Also, you can just do it in silver, gold. Just so many bits. Never have too much cake, no. You've got your champagne glasses. And then lots of bits, like you've got the little stars here, they cut out here. So you get an outline of a star and then the inner part. Oh yeah, the glasses. You've got your mask there as well. Like a masquerade ball or something. So yeah. I think that's all of them shown. I've just obviously got a lot of the moustache. It's always a fun one as well. So yeah, tons. No problem, Rach. Sorry if I missed you earlier. Have a good day. Are the hands and the drinks the same as the original? No, they're a little bit different. No, the stamps are bigger, I think. It's not that one. Is it in this one? That's mixed. I've got so many sections. Oh no, probably about the same size actually. Oh no, these are bigger. No, about the same size. Yeah, scaled to about the same size, I'd say. Yeah. Tiny little bit different. I'd say that's pretty much bang on. The wine glass one's probably a little bit taller, just a smidge. I see all the possibilities of mixing and matching with your other collection, Sam. I love it. Thank you, Louisa. The dies are all a good size. Yeah, they are. Seeing all those bits you made makes me want to order now. I just thought, right, I'm going to do it. I'm going to get it all done because it's going to make when I do the lives easier. When I do like my mix and match lives. When I made the samples, it was just really quick to put them all together. Oh, Anna, that sounds very nice. How lovely. When you do the hats, are the stripes paper pieced or coloured in? It's all paper pieced, so everything is die cut. So that is just backed with white card. And I'll show you how to do all that in the videos. So all of it's die cut. You don't do any stenciling apart from the gift bag. There's a little bit of stenciling on the side bit there, but otherwise everything is die cut. Yeah, I'm looking forward to them, Jeanette. Should be some fun ones. Right, so that is, I think, quite a detailed look at all of the new stuff. So let's pop this stuff away and keep everything else. Okay. I have tidied up, so I do now have a very tidy craft room. So try and keep it that way as I do the rest of the live. So what we've got an hour and 20 minutes left, which is good. So we can now look at samples and then we can do some demos. Put this one in here. Oh good, I'm glad it was of use, so you can see it all. I think it's, I mean, it's no different to when we go in a shop, is it? We actually, it's nice to physically see, you know, your clothes and stuff. Online shopping's fun, but I think this is the closest I can give you to really seeing it all, I think. I don't know, Anna, because it could be his dad, mum, big brother, sister, so I don't know. I think that name may change. It will always be Colin, but now he's got lots of other friends. Okay, so who wants to see samples? Let's start off with this lovely one here that Gemma's done. So this isn't using the flip and see. I just think it was nice to have a few samples away from that cardstock, because I think a lot of you will use it with other things and not necessarily with that anyway. She's done this gorgeous inky background, and you can see all of the, well, lots of the lovely elements there to build up that garden scene, which I think looks fab. This is a stepper card. I'm not sure what ones Gemma's filmed. I know she was in chat earlier. I don't know if she's still here, but she'll let you know. And if you're not following Gemma, head over to her channel after this, Gemma Lee Crafts on YouTube. She does lots of lovely things. She's been a little bit quiet because she's moved house. She's had builders in and she's had a whole new craft room. But I do believe she's getting back into it again. So yeah, hopefully yeah, you can follow Gemma and give her lots of support. So yeah, lots of lovely detail there with this one. You can see little Colin down there, and then like I said, it's his brother or sisters up there as well. But that all folds out. I think that's 8 by 8. Is it, Gemma? I'm still here. I've made a tutorial of this one. There we go. So you'll be able to see exactly how she's done that. Another one of Gemma's. So she's done this pop-up box card. You can see again lots of the elements there. I like that she's used the acetate. I've not done that with this. I like that she's done the acetate, and then you've like used alcohol markers to make the different drinks inside. I thought that was quite clever actually. And then she's just stuck with a simple colour palette there, used papers from an older pack. Big sentiments there, which are on the website, because we brought those ones back. We've got new ones next month, next collection. So I know lots of you are waiting for those as well. I thought that was really nice, and that all folds down. Could be Carla or Carol. Another nice fun one. And then we've got this one that Gemma's done. So this is using the flip and see mechanism. So for anybody who's not seen how this works, so there's the front. She's used the bunny and all the cards, which I thought looked really nice. And then when you open it up, you know, you've got a lovely little bit there. Good for a gift card as well, this one. But it does still open, and you've got all your space inside. So I will repeat myself a lot because it's a launch, but this set is currently £16.19, but you get 10% off if you use code SAM10. It's a really nice die set, and you can put this as a topper on top of a gift box. So it could pop up something there with the gift card in. It could go on the front of a gift bag, but it could also go on a bigger card as well. It doesn't have to be 5 by 7. You could even go a little bit smaller, because that is the kind of mechanism part there. So you could go down a little bit smaller on a card if you wanted to. Yeah, the acetate is good, isn't it? And then I did this one using with a little luck set, so you can see all of the elements built up on the front there with the paper, the falling cards, and then a full house. It must be your birthday. Cards inside. Again, you've got your space inside there to write your message. See the papers there on that side as well. And then you can also turn these into a little bit of a pop-up, which I've done with this one. So I turned this into a little stand on the back, which came by complete accident. You'll see that in the video when I share it. Just added the little snail on the back there. Yes, yeah, it was Sonel. It was with the farm animals. So it was flip and see, 5 by 7, and then we had the triple flip as well. Triple flip's gone, but we've got the 5 by 7 there. And then this one, gardening forever, housework whenever, the lawnmower and the little bee there. And then I've added these little pop-ups on the side, so you can add more dimension. And I think I'll probably do that with a demo today with the magic one, I think. Oh, don't worry at all, Yvonne. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you being here. So just a fun way. And I like that you, as in you guys, you can use this section as well. So you can see I've added the grass there, and then I put the picket fence on that part, so you can use more of it to really create a scene. I know, who thought we'd be saying this, Dee, that a lawnmower is adorable. Yeah, cute bees. So yeah, that's how that one works. And then you can stand obviously like so, or I prefer it open. That's a cool one. And then I'm going to have to put these just away a little bit, just so I've got room when I do the die cutting. And then I've done this one here. So that's, see the new papers there. No longer old, you're now collectible. You've got the lovely champagne there and the bunting. And then inside Sip Sip Hooray with some more of the balloons. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Sandra. And again, all inside there. And I've popped that stamp. This card is chipped. If you throw it in the bin, I will be alerted. You can put it on the back as well, but I know lots of you have your own stamps, because when you make your cards, you've got your own kind of like personalised stamp that you like to put on the back. So, and I kind of want them to see it as well. Not everybody will look at the back of the card, so I thought I'm going to pop it in there. I thought that was quite fun. And then we've got this one here that Gemma's done. Happy birthday. And you can see the bunting there, inky background. And then she kept that plain, so you could write in there. Like I said, I think it's quite a nice space for a gift card. And then she's done the inside there as well. And maybe if you've got a work colleague, you've got lots of people that need to sign a card, you've got lots of space on this one, because you could have all in there. They could do something there as well. And then this one Gemma's done. I love my garden. You can see the little hose, all of the tools. And Colin's brother or sister, whoever this may be. And then inside, more of the flowers there. You could maybe put the gift card on that part actually as well. You could put money in there as well. So, you know, lots of space to add more things. You could have a photo, milestone birthdays, you know, big 21, and then photos inside. There's a lot that you can add to it. But my favourite, and I know some of you can see it in the corner here, is this one. And I think Gemma did a tutorial for this one. So this is using the old triple die set. But I just thought it was brilliant. So she's done like a one-arm bandit, 777. And then she's just got all the different elements along the top there. Jackpot, life is a gamble, roll the dice, the roulette, all the chips, the dice. Such a cool one. And then inside, oh, it's hard to do it when I'm holding it this way, win. I think I've got that a bit stuck actually. There we go. No, it is fine. And then she's got win. Isn't that cool? Yes, she's done a tutorial for this one too. Yeah, how cool. And I do have a tutorial on my Mixed Up Craft showing you how to do a similar style card without dies, because this one isn't available anymore. So if you don't have the dies but you want to create this style, I do have one without the die, but I can't remember. I think I just called it triple flip. So you can go to Gemma, see how she's built all this up and everything. But if you don't have this die and you want to create something similar, look out for my my triple flip. Just put triple flip Mixed Up Craft and you'll find it. But if you've got that die set as well, that's just another fun idea. I thought that was brilliant. And then it was a top fold, so you've got all your space inside there. Yeah, isn't that cool? Like I said, every time Gemma does samples, she always does one that really stands out. That I'm like, whoa, I like that one. As soon as I saw it in the box, I was like, whoa. Sounded like those aliens from Toy Story. Right, let's start with, we'll just do a basic garden one, and then I think I'm going to do a pop-up with the magic, you know, the casino kind of one. So yeah, I'm all right for time. I should get them both done. This is my favourite one too. Yeah, I can see why. So die set here, flip and see. You need to go to her channel, Trish, Gemma Lee Crafts. If you just click on Gemma's there, and you should be able to subscribe. It'll take you straight there. I'm not sure if they're uploaded or when she's uploading them, but she'll be able to tell you all that stuff. Right, so I have got myself here a card blank. So this is the green card that is in the new card pack. So this one here, there's your greens. You got your lighter one and the slightly darker one, and then you want to cut that down. So it's a piece of 10 by 7, and along the 10-inch side you're going to score it 5 inches, and then just fold and burnish. And then I've cut this piece, which is 4 3/4 by 6 3/4, just in the white to go on top. Then this one here is your kind of slot main panel for the mechanism to slide through, and I've cut that in the pink gingham, which is from the, should I put, oh here, I've kept everything close by, the Celebrate Summer. There's only a few left, or maybe it's gone now, I'm not sure. But again, you've got the nice ginghams here. So Gemma used the yellow gingham on that one. Oh no, I use the yellow gingham on that one. Gosh, these ones are from other sets of mine. The green there, and then this one as well. So again, if you've got all my paper packs, then you'll recognise some of them. But yeah, the yellow and the pink is from the Celebrate Summer. So I have cut it in that paper, but it's only 190 GSM. That on its own is a bit too flimsy for the mechanism to work. So I've cut it again in 300 GSM white card. Could be any colour, to be fair. And then stuck them together with the construction glue, so it's now nice and strong. Okay, and that is going to go on the top there. So I thought the pink and the green work quite well together. Then you want to take these as I go, so I know which ones I've mentioned. This die here, cut that one, and you can cut it that way on a sheet of A4. So again, if I just show you, oh, let me grab it. There's me trying to think there's two together. That's one piece. Such, honestly, lovely card. So that there will fit that way. Okay, so just tape it down and run it through, like just trim it there and run it through. Rather than doing it that way and wasting more of your card, you can get it on A4 that way. If you've got your letter size, which is 8.5, then you've got plenty of room. Okay. Another paper you've not used. I love the flip mechanism. It's fun, isn't it? Awesome collections. I've got to go get the beauty sleep. Oh, no problem, Claire. Take care. Thank you for coming in. So you want to die cut that one, and then I always just go over the score lines. They are on there, so they will give you enough of an impression on the card that you'll see it, but just go over them and fold both of those so they're mounting folds. And you want to fold it so that you have the little kind of almost like a 1/2 inch section here facing you, and this shorter facing away, or facing that way, sorry. And then you're going to slide this through like so. Okay, and that's kind of how it works. Now, a little tip, especially if you stuck 2 layers together, you might have like glue down in here. It will all work without doing this, because I've made lots of them without it, but a little tip that I always share whenever I'm kind of doing a sliding mechanism: if you've got a piece of wax, this is just from a tea light, just rub it just down wherever your mechanism, wherever the movement is going to kind of rub against the card, and again just down there. And then I'm also going to just rub it along there and there, just a little bit. And if you just get a little bit of tissue and just buff it off, just like you're polishing, and it makes a massive difference. Now, this is quite a basic kind of mechanism, but if you're using, gosh, what other ones? I've got like shutter dies, die sets. There's other ones where there's like a mechanism. Do this and it really makes a difference. Yeah, just a trusty bit of candle work. So just buff it off, get rid of any fallout that you might have, and you will notice a difference. It doesn't damage your card or anything, but I can feel already that that's just really smooth. Okay, so a little tip there. Now, before I stick this onto here, this here is your finger pull, and this is the open end. The flat side here, where the cut line is, just butt it up to the edge, and just make sure you've got it kind of roughly in the middle. This does get covered, so don't worry if it's a little off, but as good as you can get it, and just tape that down. Oh, Simone, that's gross. Okay, so just run this one through. I'm going to pop a piece of copy paper on top, because I don't want to, although I'm going to cover a lot of that, I don't want to damage the top of that. Just about covers it. Just run that through. And that's just fallen out, so that's cut through perfectly. So 2 layers of the green and the heavy weight, and it's cut through that fine. Love the cards. It does work. I was skeptical. What about the wax? It makes sense, doesn't it? Polishes are a waxy substance, because it builds up, and then when you wax furniture and stuff, it all goes smooth, so it makes sense. Hey, Katerina. So now we've got our finger pull ready. So with this one here, just keep it in there like so, but you want to focus now on the, for me, the pink piece, and I want to make sure I've got a nice border, so around the white here, just all the way around. Okay, and then you want to push this in so it's flush with this side, the right side here, like so. Okay, once you're happy that's all in place, just pinch it together, lift it up, pinch this side, and then we just need to add a little glue just on the top part of this short piece. Okay, you don't have to be too precious about this. It doesn't even have to be neat. It's just a little glue. You see there? Just a bead of glue, and then just stick that down. Okay. It works good on hand saws too, or maybe I should have tried that when I was having trouble with mine. Hey everybody. Hey Duska. Okay, so now that's all stuck down. Now I'm going to use foam tape. You can just use flat tape, you know, normal double-sided if you're worried about postage and any bulk. But if you know me well enough now, I just always do mine very full and 3D. So I've got 3D foam here. If you use a liquid glue, just be careful not to get it too close to this, all of this part here. So I'm just going to run a couple of strips, there, just down again there. Backing off. He's still chilling in the window, bless him. He'll want to get down in a minute, I'm sure. He was asleep for about 10 minutes. Okay, and now we're going to stick it down. So again, I'm focusing on this pink piece being nice and even, and I know that this is going to line up with the side, like so. Hey Elizabeth. Okay, and then you can do a little test at this point because you've got your finger pull cut out. So you can see how easy that piece is to pull. You want that to just go up like it is there, because that's what's going to create the flip. Okay, now I've got my tiny little arrow here, tiny die. Again, keep all those there. So I'll cut it in the pink, and I'm just going to do a little line in the middle, like so, and stick that one there. So they've got a little instruction there for anybody who's a bit unsure. You could also stamp the word pull if you've got my old action set. Is that something that I should bring back as well? That was a question that I thought to ask a while ago, because it's been out of stock now for quite a while, but no one's really said, oh Sam, I could do with that. But I've got a stamp set that just was dedicated to all of the actions and movements, but I don't know whether people just ride it or they've got enough arrows and stuff now that it's fine. Well, that took its time. Payment's finally gone through. You missed that one. Great tip, and it works great. Oh yeah, with the wax. Let me bring this here. I should be able to see it a little bit better. Okay, so that's all ready. Now the rest of it I've left to do with you, because I wasn't 100% sure on colours and what I wanted to do. So you've got these 3 rectangles that nest together. This one here was like for like a Polaroid kind of effect, so you could cut it into this one here a little bit higher, like so, because it's got a stitch detail, and then you could stamp something there, put a photo in. So it's just an extra layer, but that's what that one was kind of for. But these ones here are your mats and layers for the front, and the smallest one is what you need for inside. Now if I grab the garden stuff, because I'm definitely going to use the pink lawnmower for this one. Want to get down? It's a bit high for you to jump. I don't want you leaping off of that. Come in. Yeah, you're all hot from the sun in the window. Go on then. So yeah, that one I've done. I think both the garden ones are landscape, so I want to keep this one portrait. But we can do something with that. It could even go inside, like down there as well. So we need to use that one. We need, gotta have the grass. So that's going to look lovely. So if we cut that, maybe if I cut it in white, and then we can stamp a nice sentiment, add the bees and everything all in the front. I think that would look so good. So let's do that. Scrap piece of white here. Yes, please. Yeah, missed out on that one. Yes, I'm sure it's August. I said August back along. I'm sure it's the next one. It's with the Christmas, my Christmas collection. Hey Terry. Prefer to stamp than faff about with the Diddy Aerodine. Yeah, it is. Well, that's the tiniest one. Some of the other ones are a little bit bigger, but it is a tiny one. Morning, everyone. Thank you all for joining. Okay, so this one I'm going to have on here. So you just want to add your glue down this little 1/2 inch section. Try not to get the glue anywhere else, just on that part. And then you want to focus on sticking this down so it's in the middle of the pink piece. Ignore the little dip here. Just imagine that's a straight edge. But with the way everything else is positioned, it will all fall into place. Like so. Thank you, Deborah. Actually, no, I'm going to do a matte and a layer. Just realised, so maybe I should have done that green. I might put a bit of green over the top of that and then do white. Maybe I don't need the matte and the layer, because if that's green, I want to do a matte and a layer. Yeah, we can put an extra layer on top of that. It's not going to affect it in any way. So I'm going to take my maybe lighter green. Yeah, we'll take a sheet of the lighter green, and I will do that again in the large one. But I'm wondering if I can just take that off. I didn't stick it down. Yeah, we're going to take that off because I just want to change it. I'm going to use that one to cut the next layer down. I'm not going to waste anything. So that one, and then the lighter green, sort of matches. What's that you got? Oh, thank you, Deborah. If I order 2 stamp and die sets and 2 paper packs and Apple, apply the code 15, I don't get anything off the paper. No, because the code is for the new stamp and die sets. That's how I've not, this is the only thing that I don't like, is that I've not been able to test it all myself, because it all went live as I went live, but that's my understanding. So you've got your 10% off separate. I think people have been doing 2 orders to use 2 codes. Okay, feed this back to me, because like I said, it's the first time we've done this way. So we'll see what we do next time. Yeah, that looks better. Just that little bit of green from around the edge. Okay, so now I can add the glue again. Green again. Focus on the border, and then that one I'm going to stick. Oh, right, before I stick this one down, because I want to stamp my sentiments and lay everything out. So we'll do, imagine the grass down there, which I think looks really cool. Now, sentiment wise, let's do what we got. I've done Gardening Forever on that one, so try and make sure all the samples are a little bit different. What's Gemma got? I love my garden. What's she got on that one? Gardening Forever. So let's do Gardening is My Therapy. Well, sometimes I wet my plants. Why did I get so excited then? Sorry. Oh, wrong stamp set. Would be great set to bring back Terrific Towers edge sets. If we brought the edge sets back, we'd have to bring Terrific Towers back. So it's all down to sell-through rates and all that detailed stuff. So I can request, I can always ask. No, I'm getting confused now. I do want that one. Sometimes I do. What's that? No crack. Was that, who says the crack? Usually it's, where is she? I can't see her. Oh, Katerina asked. Oh, okay. So sometimes I wet my plants. Let's have that maybe a little bit further down, and then we can have, so the picket fence looks cute just in there as well. Kind of get everything like placed where you think you're going to put it. A little chair. We've got the pink hose. Yeah, sometimes I wet my plants. We could have the hose go around, do something with the hose like up there, and then let's do this one. I think that's why my mum was laughing, Laura. Yeah, definitely. She's like, yep, I can relate. Now, I'm going to cut the overhang off. You could have overhang on this side, but you don't want to have any on this side because when it turns, it's going to hit this bit here, so it will all buckle. So just bear that in mind. Adding some butterflies. So I think definitely the sentiment there, and then we can play around with the rest of that. So let's just move this out of the way. No, Monty, I've got to work. The back door's open, the sun is shining, you have ample everything else, toys, water, it's all there. Go entertain yourself. Anybody else's dog demanding? Mine is. But then all sausage dogs are, to be honest. Oh, where's my magnets? Oh no, where's my magnets? Oh, they're there. Gosh, sorry, there's too much going on. I'm trying to read the chat, just make sure I'm doing everything, and I do forget simple things. I'm still giggling. Come on, go and lie down. You've got about another 50 minutes, all right? And then you got me. We can have lunch, and then we're almost done for the day. Raining and all. Oh no, we've got lovely weather now. We've got, I think, a heat wave coming again, but it's lovely. In fact, this afternoon I am, once everything's all done, so we finish early on a Friday anyway, and I've been working since early. I'm going to move the shed to the back of the garden, so get that done because I need the patio space cleared now. So let's stick that one down. Overcast here and cold. Oh, so Ireland's not so good then today. But no, we had a little bit of rain, but I've said it a few times, we've had, for me down here anyway, I think so far since May, weather's been lovely. We've had a little bit of rain, but otherwise it has been dry and sunny. I mean, if you've been following me with my garden stuff, I wouldn't have been able to have done what I've done if the weather wasn't good. Nearly every evening I've been out in that garden, all weekends, and I've just, yeah, got so much done. So yeah, I think we've had a good summer. You watch next year, it'll be terrible, and that's when I want to really enjoy it. Okay, so we'll have that one, and then I want to position, I think I kind of like the chair behind there, so I'll pop that one down. But yeah, I think throwing all of these pieces into the 3D display card will look really cool, because it's just, I just think all these die cuts, they need like quite a space to really show off. You could actually do, if you did the casino set with the 3D display, that circle could be like the roulette wheel. So you could do a gold frame with greens and reds, and then inside you could have all of the casino chips and all the elements, the jackpot, you know, all of this. Imagine that all inside, that kind of style. Or if it's like a James Bond, it could be like the eye, you know, that opening scene in Bond, you know, with the, you could do something like that, and then all of the like casino theme stuff. I think it looked really good. Oh no, raining as well for Tez. Sam, could you please bring back the makeup stamp and die set again? I think we've got a different kind of makeup one coming in a few months yet. I don't even know if it's this year, it might be the start of next year. I'm just trimming this side before I stick it down, because it's hard to trim it once it's on the card from that side. You can do that side easily because it opens, but just roughly, yeah, I think that's going to work there. Maybe might save the picket fence for inside, because I can do it against the green and then you see it more, whereas you're not going to see it so much. So with this one, you just pop it in, like I said, because I want it to be inside the plant pot. And then if you just lift it up, pop a bit of glue just underneath there, and then stick that down, like so. Let's get our little bees and the hose. So that little bee there, I might pop that up on some foam. Good morning, Jean. Morning, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for watching as well. So let's pop a little bit of foam. Again, foam's optional. Keep it as flat as you can, then just stick it with your glue. Now you've got your bee trails as well. So if you think more advanced where you're going to position your bees, then you can die cut the little bee trails, which I always forget, but they do look nice. I have done them on some. You've got the little heart there, so you could have one bee at each end. You've got the other ones there as well. Gemma's card made with old dies or new dies. Don't know what you mean, because it's, so I'm not sure. Gemma's cards are, it's all made with the Flip and See. This one here, which is the 5x7, which is on the website. That one that she did with the 777 is an old set that's sold out. But she's done a tutorial showing you how to make it, but I've also done a tutorial showing you how to make it without the dies. So if you type in triple flip or triple flip and flap or something, mixed up craft, you'll see my old tutorial. It's probably about 5 years old, but there is a style, so you can create something similar if that's what you want. I think that's what you mean. So I've got that one there, and then I have this one. I want to try and do it so that I could pull it apart. We could do it up there. I want to try and do it so that that kind of, if I pull this out though, it's gonna, I don't think it'll work. At the end of it, well, the end of it could be on the bee. Maybe there. Or do we have it down there? That does work as well. Still need a bit more on it. I need a different colour. See, that looks nice up there, and then we can have the little leaves. I think I'm going to have the tree inside. Let's use, there's all the little leaves. We've got that other little plant pot there as well. We've got the ladybug, I've got to use that. And the wellies, we'll put them inside. With the forks, we've got the taller kind of section there. So let's grab these little bits. And we'll have Colin. That's his brother, but he's got to go there because that's like a perfect place. Or maybe, actually no, Colin's a bit smaller, maybe put him up there, and then, where are you, Colin? There he is. Have the smaller Colin there, and then the bigger one maybe down there. I just can't believe how much time has flown. I think the first one I watched was before you moved back to England. The 777 card, yeah. Thought that was where you. Oh, I always change things around. I was just roughly placing it. Yeah, so I think we'll pop this one on some foam. So for anybody that's just joining, I've got separate videos coming out probably from Monday, showing you each die set and how I've built the dies. So how you get all the layering, and yeah, just kind of talk you through everything. And again, anybody new or maybe watches this back, every Friday on this channel I do a live at 9 AM and we call it a mix and match, and it's where I bring old and new stamp and die sets and mix them together, so that's fun. And on a Wednesday, again here at 2 PM, this is all UK time, so you'd have to go onto Google and get the conversion of what time that would be wherever you are, and we do cards without dies. So again, something for everybody. So happy with that. Let's pop little Collall down. Cute. And then we'll pop this one down. I'll put the grass in front. And build up everything else in front of that. So I'll put a little bit of foam on this one. So yeah, next month is Christmas. It's a little bit later than normal, but it's not as late. It's going to be in about 3 weeks' time, I think, something like that. We've kind of moved them apart a little bit, and then we're back on track again the following month, because obviously this one was delayed. Again, for anybody who may not know, it was floating in the sea somewhere. So we had to wait for it to arrive. So yeah, so this launch, usually I launch at the beginning of every month, but we're almost to the end of this month, but we need to, you know, get it back on track to a degree. So okay, so that looks good. And then let's pop about that looks quite nice. But I have the hose on there because it works well with the sentiment. And I will get photos of everything. They will all go up onto my Facebook, so you'll have them for reference as well. Put this one. And then pop him down there. I think that is everything for the front. Yeah, and that's moving perfectly. There's nothing catching on that side. And then in here, you want to take your smallest of those dies. And I think this one I'm going to do in green. And we'll do the same green for the back. Do I have a scrap piece? No, I don't think I did. Oh, take care, Louisa. And then that's going to go in there. So all you need to do is just add a little glue. Don't need a lot, just there and there. Just get that so it's in the middle. And it will hide behind. Just make sure it's all stuck down. I'm in Perth and the weather is freezing. It was 0.3 this morning and only going to 14 during the day. Well, we're only a little bit warmer than that in our summers. No, I'm only joking. We've actually had some really hot days, so it's been a bit crazy. So let's have that one, and then we're going to have, that's a bit too big. Let's go for the smaller one. Yeah, that's a bit better. Maybe that way. And the tree, I'm going to do the flat tree. I've got the, so these have got the dimension, but because it's inside, so you can see I've done one with the same colour green. That one would be like flowers or apples. And I've got a purple one. I've got another 3D one. So much stuff in here. And I think we'll pop that behind the fence. And then so I was going to do the lawnmower. I think because I've done it this shape though, it's not going to work. Put another B, add the B down there, and then we can stamp the sentiment. What could we do? Bees and butterflies all welcome, or gardening is my therapy. Sometimes I wet my plants and then gardening is my therapy. What should we do? What one would you like to see stamped inside? You guys tell me which one should go inside. I think I'm going to put it on that side just so you can see it more. I'm going to cut it just a little bit shorter. I'm going to cut it to that there. Yeah, that's better. I love my garden. You've got all the inside of the main card to write, you know, happy birthday or, you know, anything else. Therapy one. I mean, this card would be perfect for me right now with all what I'm doing. Therapy. How big's that one? I've got to make sure I've got room for it. Yeah, that'll fit in there fine. Let's stamp that first. No, the papers are from the Celebrate Summer. So the one from a couple of months ago. Can't remember if it's sold out or there's very few left on stock. One or the other. Just do a little test run first. Yeah, that's good. Ideally you want to stamp this before, but I kind of forgot. There we go. Oh, I've got a little bit just on the R, which is why if you've got a fine liner, it's always handy just to have, just if you've missed anything. There we go. And then, what else do we have? A little B. And then, oh, the fork. I might use the secateurs, not secateurs, shears. I keep saying secateurs. Shears there. That looks cute. Let's do that. Yeah, the pot was a bit hidden, wasn't it? Just trying to use as many of the elements just so that they're all kind of represented across the samples. I've just got a bit more of an idea on how to use them. Yeah, I'm not using much glue, you need little bits, they're such, you know, small little pieces. No, I didn't use the little, I could have the little bird flying off on that side. That looks quite cute. Yeah, you could extend that across here, like so as well, so you've got more of your scene. There's so many different ways to use it. I think because I'm just, again, conscious of the time, I want to make sure I can get it all done. So there you go. And then just add another matte layer in there, and then you've got your space, obviously, to write your message. And that looks really cute. I hope you like that card. Like I said, I'll take photos. I'm going to do a little reel as well, and I've got a few bits more of promo stuff going up later on today, just so we can keep people informed. This would be perfect for my daughter, as she now has her first garden, and we have been having it landscaped on a budget. That's what I'm doing. So I don't know if she's on Instagram, but I'm on there under Lovely Rose Cottage. I'm on TikTok as well. and I'm renovating my cottage, but at the moment, since May, I've been completely re-landscaping, so there was nothing in my garden, and yeah, again on the budget. So she yeah, she might be following me, I don't know, but if she's on there, she wants some ideas, or if she's on there as well and she's sharing, I like to follow other people as well. I've just found my 6x6 Garden Delights Twist and Pop set. It's a similar one to your, yes, so that's the ones we brought back, Maureen. I don't know if you were here at the start, but these are same but different from those 3 sets that we brought out, well, 5 years ago. So yes, we've got that one. You've got that one, which has got your extra pop-up, and then you've got that one that Gemma's done with that inside, and then she's also done this big stepper one with all your layered grass, plant pots, caterpillars, lovely inky background, so much on that one. So a nice mix there. Oh, you're welcome, Maureen. Okay, so now let's do this one, which I have already done a little bit more than I did with that one. And this one I want to add a little bit more of a pop-up. So put it together exactly the same way, which I'm not going to go through in as much detail because we've already done that. And like I said, I have tutorials already using this set, and I also have a couple of these filmed to go out as well next week. So for this one, again, this is the red card that is in my new card pack. Show it again because there's always people joining. So this is my 44 sheet. You get 4 of each colour. So you've got, so I just thought when we do our showstopper cards, we usually use 2 pieces of A4. So I wanted you to have doubles. So you've got this lovely pack of beautiful colour core cardstock, and it is lovely. It's 230 GSM, but it feels more like 270. It's lovely. So I've used the red, the darker of the 2 reds for this card. I'm trying to keep everything tidy as I go. Oh yeah, thumbs up guys. If you just click the cross and come out of the chat, you'll be able to thumbs up the live while you're here. Okay, so this is a piece of 10 by 7. If you're making it from scratch, again, along the 10-inch side, you want to score at 5 inches, and then using one of the new papers, I cut this to 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. Fold that in half, and then you're going to take, this is the set here. Again, repeating myself, I know, but there's always new people joining. This is currently £16.19, so it is in the sale, and if you use my code SAM10, you'll get 10% off on top. And it's this whole set, everything here that I'm using. So with this one here, I've cut it in black card, and then I've stuck it onto some white just so it was nice and strong, and that's going to go in the middle. And then using the same red card, I have cut this die here, and then you just want to fold both of those score lines, okay, and then this is going to slide through like so. So with it in there, with the shorter piece on top, using the black frame as my guide, I'm just going to lay that down so it all lines up, and then I'm going to pull this out to the side like so. Pinch it all together, and you want to just add some glue to the top of the short piece there. Like so, and then just stick that behind. Whilst that's drying, you've got your finger pull here. Along the open side, you want the flat edge here. I'm just going to bring it down and butt it up to the edge there. Make sure it's in the middle, or as good as. And then stick that down, and then run that through your machine. You want it to cut through all those layers. Thank you, Carol. Oh, hey Kathleen, that's okay. Don't worry at all. I can watch it all back anyway. Carefully take that off. There we go. So now we've got our finger pull. And then using my foam. You can use glue, liquid glue if you want, or just double-sided tape. Just make sure you keep it away from the mechanism, especially if it's the liquid glue. Okay. Now we're going to stick this again, just focus on the black piece and the main card there, and just make sure you've got an even frame, and this side here should lay nice and flush with that right side. A little bit wonky, but I think we're okay. If you have gone wonky, just keeping it real here, and you don't like that overhanging, you can just snip off any little slither and you'd never know. So even I don't always line things up straight, but now that is all ready for these pieces. So I've got same pattern paper there with gold, and then I'm going to stick it onto the white. Okay, so that is using these 3 mats and layers. They all mat and layer together. Then the smallest one I've cut again in the white card here, and that's going to go inside. This one I mentioned earlier is really for the larger one, and if you pop it on top towards the top, it looks like a Polaroid, so you could stamp a message there, have a photo, or just a different kind of mat and layer. It's up to you. And then I've got my tiny arrow there, and I have cut that in white, and I'll stick that onto the red in a minute. So let's stick these down first. Yeah, I'm just going to use the quick grab actually. So how is everybody as well? I haven't asked how you all are. I always do that usually on my lives, but because there's a launch, I've gone straight into obviously doing that. But how is everyone? I hope you're all good. Because I've not been live this week, so I just had obviously lots to do. It was just because of last week being in head office. It was just a little bit of a crazy, it took 3 days out of my week, so yeah, just needed to catch up really. And I'm hoping after next week I am going to have a holiday, because I'm ready for it. It's been a bit crazy, a lot going on, so I just want to take a bit of time out. I've not had a holiday since the beginning of the year. So yeah, I will be maybe 10 days, something like that, but you got me next week, so don't worry. That's now going to stick on there, so I'm going to run my liquid glue down that little tab, that smaller section, and then you want to sit this so it's in the middle of the black piece. Ignore the dip, just focus on that frame. So already I love it just with the mats and layers. I mean, that's nice if you just don't even want to do a pop-up card, but you've got the papers and maybe the die set. Just imagine a 5x7 card blank. These are all your mats and layers, and then you do a nice, you know, pop-up of all the images and stuff on the front. I think it'd be nice. I'm happy just dropped my 15-year-old off for a first day of working during the holidays. Absolutely sold on this. You've got me hooked again. Oh, thank you, Carol. And then just a little bit there, glue. So like the build of these cards is really quite quick and easy. You could, you know, kind of batch make all of these. Maybe you want to do a load for Christmas, you know, and you've got all your Christmas papers and colours. You could just make a load of them and then they're all ready to decorate. You had a hysterectomy on Friday. You're laying in bed watching. Well, good that you're relaxing. I hope it all went okay. You definitely deserve a holiday. You work like a dreamer. I think it's just because I'm doing loads with the house as well. I feel like I've got 2 jobs, like the renovation side of stuff and then this. Eventually that will end and then I'll just have this. It probably won't feel so bad, but I'm just, yeah, like after this is all done this afternoon, I'm going to be back out in the garden. But I love it. It's a bit, you know, these are all hobbies, so it's not, but it is still a lot. It's just your body moving and talking and that kind of thing more than anything. You're very good. Good to hear, Carmen. Is the mechanism a re-release or new? So it's just stock that we had. We topped it up a while ago, Andrea. So we've got some stock left, which is why it's on sale. So it's £16.19, and then if you use my code SAM10, you get another 10% off. So it works out a bargain. And there's already loads of inspiration on my Facebook albums. There's also YouTube videos, so there's lots already out there as well. Waiting for Monday to come. 2 teeth need to be removed. 1 is broken. Not looking. Oh, yeah. Anything to do with dentists and stuff, I get a bit. Oh, gives me the chills. And then again, I'm just going to run my glue. You can just put the glue on this piece if you prefer, or do it on both. It's up to you. It doesn't make too much of a difference. Just make sure it's in the middle, and you kind of butt it up to the edge there so that it's hidden when you close the card. Again, I think because I'm a bit crooked, it's just going a bit just in there. I hope you recover. Those are big hugs of the, yeah. I'm well, thanks. I just sorted out my pension. Next week I will be officially retired. Oh, how nice. And how do you plan to spend your retirement? Do you want to go back up? Sorry, mate. Oh, you've seen the sunshine again. Yeah, there you go. I'll be with you in a minute. I've got a little bit left to do. Right. That's all ready. So now I want to add another little pop up to this. So let's get all of the pieces and play around first with the positioning. So I'm going to stick with the blacks and reds. I think we should have the rabbit, and let's tip this out kind of the right way up. Have the bingo, do a bit of everything, lucky, just kind of take all the bits that are kind of going to match, and then decide what I want to have popping up. We use the red and the black chips. I won't get everything on, but I get a nice bunch with the gold. Some of these. Oh, what are we missing there? Would love to stay, but got to go to work, so I can avoid the lovely sounds and tones. Thank you, Kirsten. Thank you for pop. Is it Kirsten? Kirsten? I don't want to say it. It sounds like it's got a nice sound to it when you say your name. Hello, Rose. Back top tooth broken half. Oh, what is it with you lot in your teeth? It makes me, even reading it makes me feel all funny. It's like cotton wool sound. It just gives me, oh. So I was only eating chocolate. I have to wait till Monday. Oh God, you and Tez together then for Monday. Gosh, we need to hold each other's hand. Yeah, how weird. Preparing for a workshop I will give tomorrow. Still recovering from the 3-day craft fair last week. Then a week free, but my room is a mess. How are they going though? Are you selling? Are you selling everything well? I hope so. Where'd you get your little trays from? Charity shop, Jeanette. I picked them up from charity shop. I think they were Primark originally. They were like 50p. So just handy little trays, and I love the colour. Oh, you got little feathers there as well. I did those in vellum. We've got the dice. Okay. Maybe the lucky. Oh no, the gold bar. Just thinking. There's the wand. Got a couple of wands there. A couple of dice. Trying to get a few duplicates. So I've got, I wanted the, there it is, the diamond as well, dove, the lucky, that was it. I think I prefer the lucky maybe in the gold. Right, so I think that's kind of all the bits we need. So I need to decide. I think I'd like, when you open it, because it's going to open on the side, I'd like the pop-up that will have these bits lifted. Now I need to think about a sentiment. I think I'll have jackpot or lucky for the front, but inside I need a sentiment. So I'm probably going to, should again stamp that earlier, but I forgot. I've done a full house one. Life is a gamble, roll the dice. Yeah, maybe I'll do that one. Yeah, it is Laura. I think Gemma mentioned that earlier. It is, yeah. I think if people like James Bond and casinos and Vegas, bingo, magic, you know, it's all going to work. So you can have that one, and then yes, I think I'll have the pop up there because I've got that on the front of another card. I'm just trying to do all the samples different. I think that would be a nice thing to see inside the card. So to make the pop-ups, dead easy, so easy. Just get yourself a bit of cardstock in the colour that's going to match your card. And I'm going to do this so it's about 1/2 inch, but yours may be a bit different. In fact, that's probably a bit short, so I'm going to go a bit longer. And you can change this, just follow the process, but the size is entirely up to you. So I'm going to fold it in half, okay, and then fold it in half again. All right, so you've got 4 sections when you open it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. You want to be able to create a square, okay, like that. And that square is going to come out of here, like so. And I will be able to have this stuck so it really pops out, but I've got to make sure that when it folds flat, which it will, it stays within there as well. To make sure whatever it is stays hidden, fold it flat so you've got 2 pieces facing you. Just stick it in to the side and stick your piece on the outer section, and I can see there it's going to stay within there. Okay, yeah, you could use a brad, that would look really nice. In fact, that'd look good on the spinning card as well, on the you know, my reveal wheel. So for this one, what you want to do is, again, keep it in half so you've got 2 facing you, and you're going to add the glue to the 2 outer squares on each side, and then that open end you're going to stick in here. So I just need to roughly, it's going to be about there, so stick the bottom one down, that's butted up, and then fold that down and fold the card flat. Chewing gum. Ooh, stop talking about teeth. Oh no, is Monty good with babies and children? Yeah, he's fine. And what do you think he would be like if you had a baby? My Ollie wants to leave my side when the grandchildren come over, so he gets I think it's just about introducing, really, just making sure that they feel you know, happy and loved as well, and don't feel left out. I think you'd be fine. So yeah, I think I'm going to stick that one there, but I might add the playing cards behind. Again, just want to make sure that it's all going to stay hidden, so maybe more around that way. And then, yeah, I think that's going to stay in, and then I can have the sentiment. I might stamp it, do a matte and layer so it pops against the white. I think we stick that one down first. So just add a little glue. And then just pop that one on there. Just let that tap down first of all. Right. Just got my finger just trying to squeeze that there, just so that dries. They make tiny ball bearing spinners, but I can't find a UK link. Only India. I think I know I know the ones you mean, Jeanette. That card idea is a great idea. Oh, what's Tamitha said? How cool would it be to make the front look like a tux jacket and the inside with, yeah, that'd be really cool. I've done the tuxedo collar card. Can't remember how long ago I did that, but I've got those on the channel. But that's a really good idea. I like that a lot. You definitely deserve time off. There's more to life. I love this though, Carol, but I get what you're saying. But I will just be in the garden. And obviously my friends and family and that, they all want to come round. I've been promising my because I've got my big, I say big group, there's 6 of us, and we've known each other since primary school, and we get together and everything, you know, but I haven't really had them around the house, probably maybe twice. One time over my birthday, and another time, I can't remember what that was for, we had an Indian, but because there's always DIY stuff and there's supplies and there's toolboxes and dust, it's just not been always the best place. But I do love entertaining, so I've promised them that they'll be in the garden. I said like end of August, might be an Indian summer kind of vibe in the garden to enjoy it. So what I'm going to do is just lay that down in the middle of that piece, and then let that stick on it to it where it wants to. That way I know it's all going to fit. Yes, Laura, the best time to do the lawn is the end of the summer, so the start of, because it needs to be nice and like damp, with still a bit of sun, so it doesn't, you know, if it's too hot, the roots dry out. It doesn't have time to. That sounds like boring garden stuff, but I've read up enough about it. So yeah, so it's going to be the last part. So I've got the pergola. I'm just waiting for the sales to start. I don't want to order it before and then it go into the sale. So yeah, just trying to time everything really. Excited, ordered the flip mechanism and the garden. At last, the Colin or a Carol. Oh, brilliant! Oh, glad. So I think that one, I might be able to just stamp that there actually. If I get my, let me get my, I've got the thinner one here. If I put it right into the corner, do a little test stamp, because if it doesn't work I can just stamp over it. It doesn't matter. I'll just do a little test first. And I'll have dice all coming up that side. Yeah, no, that should stamp fine. Okay, I'll just put that flat. Sorry, what Hayley Ann, whole bottle of white. It's a really fun. So the codes are, if you buy 2 or more of the new stamping die sets, you can get 15% off. Use the code FUN15, or if you just want to buy an odd bit of made to surprise, use my code SAM10 and you'll get 10% off. Yeah, that's good. I'm happy with that. And then if we do, just made me laugh that you've had the wine. So I've got the white on white. I didn't think about that, did I? What else could we do? Let's have all of these. These bits look good. My stomach's starting to rumble. I've not had anything. I've had my breakfast so early this morning. I can feel it really rumbling. Let's use all of these bits. They look good. And like the stars, we could have like the wand, stack of chips there. Maybe do this so it's like coming off the wand. These bits here. And you've got the pound signs as well. The pound sign is the waste from that. So see, it's the same gold, and then I put glitter card behind. Yeah, I kind of like them, and then have them maybe going up like around there as well. And we'll put 1 dice there because I don't think that will be too lost. Or actually I could have the dice attached just there, or maybe there, just there maybe. Yeah, that looks good for inside. I like that. Yeah, definitely good shaker bits. Right, let's do that one. Yes, it's like the magic of the wand. Just on that one. This is why I think it's good to just get all your bits done, and then it makes creating a little bit more fun, because you can do all that one day, just put a movie on, you know, and get everything cut, and then another day do all like your batch making. There we go. I'll hold it up closer in a minute and do the front now. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, we've got all these bits now for the front, so I can go a bit more over the top. So we can have the jackpot. Let's pop that up on some foam. Like I said, you've got the inside as well, so if you want to decorate there, let's do that one, that one, pop that on the front. I'm going to nip down to the bakery actually and just grab a pasty. I fancy a pasty and a pink finger donut, that's what I fancy. That's the danger of living at the top of a high street. Yeah, got everything quite close by. Yeah, the jackpot's nice, isn't it? Just trying to make like little kind of clusters. Let's put that one down there. Quite like the bird. Maybe just flying just on the top. Pasty, yeah, cheese and onion, flaky pastry, and it's so good. It's such a good what's the word I'm looking for? Bakery. They're a family run one. They've been going for like years, decades, and their pink finger is amazing, and their pasties, yeah, love it. I'm not a massive, maybe a bit of a snob, Jeanette. I've gone off Greggs. I used to love their donuts. I used to get a Greggs a lot with Nan, but oh well, I've just gone off it. Do that one. Do the money bag on that side. And little things like this, if you're maybe doing a party, I always say these elements look good as toppers as well, and like little cupcakes. You could have jackpot, just put a little toothpick behind it, and then you can put them on the cupcakes, the little bunny, the casino chip. You can do, like, I've done that before when I've like done a party or something, and it's quite nice. See, that's good there, but it's gonna catch that side. I might snip it in half and just have it just popping out the top there. That works. Oh, 100% Melly. The Warren's ones are dry. This pink finger is the best. It's not a bread roll. This is a donut. So imagine a donut stretched, covered in pink icing. Hasn't got a filling because it doesn't need it. And it is just, everyone loves pink finger. I tried to take them to my nan's and I put them in a packed lunch box. Got them out of the fridge that morning. And by the time I got to them, the icing had melted because the car was too warm. So they didn't travel well, which was a shame, but never mind. That was quite funny. Just one more thing. Just want to squash a little bit more in here. Oh, thank you, Rita. I hope you have a lovely weekend too. Hope you're not working too hard. I know some of you are probably saying step away from the card, but if you pop things up on foam, it just means that you can just keep adding and just, you know, the layers and stuff. That's what I love. All those details on the cards. Don't need the lucky. We've got the gold bar. I think that is enough. I am going to step away now. I think we've got plenty on there, and I've still got, honestly, this is just going to keep me going. It's going to make our lives, as in the YouTube lives, just so much easier having all this done, because I can spend time, you know, building the card, and then the decoration is going to be, you know, pretty quick. But I think that looks pretty cool for a card. Just get rid of this. Don't want to lose any of those bits because they all add to the decoration. Okay. Put that over there so I don't lose anything. So, everybody just joining. This is the die set that I have used along with the With a Little Luck. So this is the card we got. So there is the front. Trouble we're going to be so close. It's dangerous, isn't it, Jeanette? Loads and loads of detail on that one, which I think looks so cool. And then a little pop-up inside. Life is a gamble, so roll the dice. And then, you know, all that space inside. And these work nicely as a top fold, so you stand that way as well. You might find you need, once you add your mats and layers in there, that'll keep the weight that side as well. But imagine that on a gift, on the top of a gift box, and then some fun, whatever you've got inside, I think look cool. I think we need to do a Christmas version as well with this set. Imagine a nice Christmas scene popping up there or something. But yeah, so there's that one. And then Gemma, who is my design team, she's done this one using the triple flip. But as I've said, I do show you how to make this card style without a die. And you can find that on Mixed Up Craft. So just put in triple flip, something like that. But Gemma does have a tutorial showing you as well how to make it. So do go and follow Gemma Lee Crafts on YouTube. She was in chat. Maybe she might say hello again if she's still here. Just click on her and you'll be able to go and follow her. So there's that version. You've got this one here, Have a Magical Birthday, with the rabbit and all of the cards there. And then the inside. Take that away so it doesn't take your eyes away from. And there's that one. The jackpot again, another cluster. And then inside, Full House Must Be Your Birthday. I just think it's because of the gold and the colours with this theme. I just think it's really fun. I'm still here working in the background. There she is. Click on Gemma and you can go see what she shares. She's got some lovely cards. So there are 4 samples there using the With a Little Luck. And then we've got, just do a little kind of recap in the garden. So we have this one here. We've got this one here, which I just demoed. Sometimes I wet my plants. Gardening is my therapy. This one's a little stepper. And then it's got the pop-up, same as what I've done with the casino one. You can see these 2 elements pop out. Gardeners know all the dirt. And then this lovely stepper, which I think looks really cool. And then so there's 4 there. And then, oh, I've only got 3 with the birthday one, so I need to do another one, which I will do, but that's using this set here. Hurrah! And you've got this one. And then you've got this one that Gemma's done. Great for gift cards. I know I've said it, but again, always people joining. And then this lovely box card, and I love the acetate on the drinks that she's used on that one there. Doesn't it look nice when all the samples are laid out? And that's why I love doing my own lives, because there's no rush. I mean, I like to keep them within a time, so I've got other things I've got to get on with today, and I want to make sure, you know, all the posts go out and everything. But yeah, it's nice that I can do this all at my own kind of speed, you know. But there you go. And obviously, can't forget the brand new paper pack. Grab yours. There isn't a mass amount. We haven't ordered the same quantities that we would for all like the other products, because we're just kind of trialing it, but I'm pretty sure it's going to go. But this is my new card pack. It's lovely, beautiful colour core, very good quality cardstock, 44 sheets, 4 of 11 colours, 230 GSM, but it does feel heavier, and the white is 300 GSM. So enjoy it. I'd like to see more colours soon, hopefully. Savage cards from you both. Thank you. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you, Jeanette. Hazel, fabulous demos and cards. Thank you. Thank you, Nova. Oh, let me flip the... Right, again. Oh, do this any other way than like this. Hi. There we go. Just pop you back in there. Can you see? He's got the little sun patch. Ignore the radiator. It's all part of the renovation. Thank you, everybody. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it. Look how lovely sunny, look, it's lovely out there. So I'm gonna walk down to the shop in a minute, I think, get my lunch. Hang the Expense just ordered for 4 of the card packs. Oh my goodness. Let me just grab the iPad here. So yeah, so a quick recap. So the Flip and See die set is on sale, £16.19, 10% off using code SAM10. Buy 2 or more of the new Stampin' Die sets and use the code FUN15 and you'll get 15% off. And then you've also got the code SAM10 that you can use across Made to Surprise. There's loads of other offers as well. There's lots of other products that are reduced. So again, SAM10, you'll get your 10% off. worked out the paper card comes in at like £10.79, something like that, so it's a bargain. And the new card pack's £13.99 with the 10% off, £12.59 for 44 sheets is really good. So yeah, I hope you like it all. Thank you ever so much, everybody. Fab Live and amazing samples as usual. Well done. Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you, Avril. I love the big box style card. Well done on your new collection, Sam. Thank you, Shannon. So yeah, like I said, this is the last of the minis. Would you like a sneak peek of next month? Because it's not that long away. Shall I give you a quick sneak peek? Let's have a look. All right, mate, you've been ever so good. All right, what one do I show you? That's the question. I'm going to do this one. So I did give a little hint that this is more, it's Christmas, but it's something you can use, I think, all year round. And it's a bit more adult, but not rude adult. It's just a bit more grown up, that's all. So I'm going to show you this one. I think this is brilliant. I cannot wait. Can you see? I'm trying to make sure it focuses on that and not me. I've never done it this way. Usually I do it the other way. I don't want to show too much. There we go. So it's about 3 weeks' time, I think, this one. And it's a full collection. It's really different. I've never done it before. Oh, is it backwards? Oh, of course it's backwards. Oh, but there you go. It's even more challenging for you to work out. Yeah, it's really good. I cannot wait. I think it's going to be a really good one. So yeah, that's what you're getting. And I will share more sneak peeks, obviously next week. Back to normal next week. And then I'm hoping after that I'm going to have a bit of a break. Probably take not 2 weeks, but probably take like 10 days off or something. So yeah, we'll be able to catch up next week, probably back on our lives. So again, if you're new here, you can find me here on a Wednesday at 2 p.m. British standard summertime, whatever it is. You have to Google what the difference is if you're not in the UK, and then 9 a.m. UK time on a Friday. And that's when we do the Made to Spied mix and match. So do you want to come say bye? Come here. He needs to get a proper step for here, really, but the windowsill's quite high. There we go. You've been ever so good. Oh, you're so warm. You're all warm from the sun. Hey? Would you like to go in the garden? We can go play. Yeah? Get some lunch. Thank you so much, everybody. I really appreciate it. Have a lovely weekend. And yeah, I will catch you all next week. All right, take care. Oh, bye.